everyone. My name is Ariadne Rayling Granado, and today my audience member I have with me is my aunt, Janice Granado.
Hello.
I want you to take a minute to close your eyes and imagine a beautiful, significant woman in your life. I want you to imagine a person walking up to her and throwing trash at her. Another individual blowing smoke in her face. She can't move, so she accepts this treatment every day. Until one day, her sadness and anger boil over, and she begins to experience violent changes. Her skin becomes warmer and drier. She unleashes floods of tears, and her screams rumble the ground. What was once beautiful is a human wasteland. This treatment is exactly what we are putting our Earth, Mother Earth, through every single day. And she has had enough. Today, climate change is one of the world's most controversial and serious issues due to the negative impact it will have on our Earth. We must take action to protect our Earth, our home, by joining movement organizations like Earth Day, who are dedicated to educating the public and taking action to slow climate change and protect our world. Why do we need to address climate change as an issue? We need to address that climate change is an issue because of the increased weather disturbances, the negative impact it has on our health, and the cause of global catastrophes. According to Nicholas, Nursing Economics 2019, climate change has led to an increase in weather disturbances all over the world. For example, there has been an increase of floods, droughts, fires, hurricanes, and tornadoes globally. The U.S. reported that over $418 billion of damages was caused by weather and climate-related issues. Additionally, climate change has caused irreversible and long-lasting health issues in both adults and children. For example, after Hurricane Katrina, there was a spike in the development of mental health issues in children. Studies have shown that the increased exposure to ultraviolet rays has even led to skin cancer. There's also been an increase in respiratory illnesses caused by air pollution. Lastly, countries all over the world are beginning to experience the effects of climate change. In Africa, it has been reported that low-lying areas are beginning to experience a rise in sea levels, water scarcity, and food insecurities. In Latin America and the Caribbean, there has been an increase of food shortages, rise of air pollution, and contamination caused by Hurricane Maria. In the U.S. and North America, there has even been a recorded number of climate change disasters that consist of one drought, 6 severe storms, 1 tropical cyclone, 1 wildfire, and 2 winter storms. Now that we know why climate change is a serious issue that needs to be addressed, I'm going to explain how we can stop climate change. And we can stop climate change by reducing our carbon emission, adaptation, mitigation, and resilience, planning and maintenance, and by educating ourselves. According to Etkins and co-authors, Environmental Health Perspective 2020, we must lower our carbon footprint and reliance on fossil fuels and greenhouse gases to safeguard our global climate. Studies show that reducing fossil fuel reliance and reliant transportations can actually reduce greenhouse gas emission and associated air pollutants. We also have to consider the impact of air travel by flying less. We can also incorporate a primary plant-based diet. According to Nicholas, Nursing Economics 2011, we as a society must mitigate, adapt, and become resilient to limit the negative effects of climate change. One way we can do this is by implementing strategies focused on limiting climate change and greenhouse gas emission. We can address current changes in climate and adopt our behaviors and that impact current and future climate issues. Lastly, we can create organizations that build infrastructures to reduce climate-related changes. According to Ogwanda and co-authors Water 2020, we must develop plans to maintain water supply and reduce water scarcity. We can do this by planning water supply systems that will ensure optimal resource distributions. We can also improve water resource management, which will save water deficiency and save water consumption. According to Nichols, Nursing Economics 2011, we must properly educate ourselves on climate-related issues properly. Climate knowledge must be integrated into nursing practices and professions to address health issues. We also have to incorporate more awareness that climate change is a global and serious issue, and that we have to adapt a lifestyle to combat climate change. Finally, we have to imagine a world with irreversible damage, where our society will be facing the end of civilization. What happens if we don't act now to stop climate change? Well, we will experience atmospheric warming, water scarcity, and continued global catastrophes. According to Brommer Against Denialism 2019, over the next century, our atmosphere will be unstable. Small disturbances will lead to bigger disturbances all over the world. There will be an increase in outbreaks such as cholera. And according to Ogwanda and co-authors Water 2020, water scarcity will be a prominent issue faced on a global scale due to the rising surface temperature. We will begin to experience reductions of participation. Moreover, it was reported that by the year 2025, 2/3 of the world will experience water stress. Water shortages will negatively impact civilians, agriculture, livestock, and the economy. According to Nicholas, Nursing Economics 2011, by the year 2025, there will be an increase, a continued global catastrophes due to the ignorance of climate change. By 2025, half of Americans will die from climate-related temperatures. Asia-Pacific regions will decrease by 3.3% by 2050. and 10% by 2100. Europe will be financially impacted due to climate-related issues. Imagining a beautiful, significant woman in your life who can't move and accepts being harshly treated by individuals who throw trash at her and blow smoke in her face every day until her sadness and anger boil over and she begins to experience violent changes is exactly what we are putting our Earth through, Mother Earth, through every single day. And she has had enough. Today, climate change is one of the world's most serious and controversial issues that negatively impact our world. We must take action. We must take action to protect the Earth, our home, by joining movement organizations like Earth Day, who are dedicated to educating the public and taking action to show climate change is an issue and protect the world. Let's come together to save our home, to save our planet, to save Mother Earth. Thank you.